Yep, we're live. Yes, we're live.
We're live, okay. You got to be so cold to make it in this world, 'cause you're a natural. You know that one, Justin?
I do not, but it was catchy.
Imagine Dragons. Yeah. That was like a Kate band like 5-6 years ago. What was that? There's lightning and thunder, thunder.
That I remember.
Feel the thunder, lightning and the thunder. Terrible, but, catchy.
That was like the theme song of the MLB playoffs one year.
I could see that.
And it was
makes
very
sense.
annoying.
That definitely makes sense. All right, well, good morning. Emergency show. I don't think we'll be here super long. You never know. Mike's here, blindmike.net. Sign up on Patreon, if you will.
Right.
If you would, I'd appreciate it. Mean a lot to me.
Thank you.
No, that's fine. Do we tweet out the link, Justin? Let me see here. Thunder. I'll retweet it. Why not? We're live. Things aren't as exciting when John Dales isn't around,
I'm a big John Dales guy.
Yeah. I think we all are.
I think he brings stability to an otherwise insane world. You
mean lack of personality?
That's not what I meant.
That's what. It's your nice way of saying it.
No.
Yeah, that's your passive.
That's not what I meant at all.
Justin, is that what
I
you
think
meant?
he's a
That's what
pro.
he meant, yeah.
That's what you meant.
He's not crazy like the rest of
I
us.
think he's
Right.
a pro. That's exactly right.
He's a pro?
Yes.
He's schlepping a college kid.
Huh?
He's schlepping some college kid.
Even better. My kind of guy.
That's not stability.
Party together, John.
But a program director of a local sports, should not be putting his fingers in the co-eds.
Why? He's college age.
No, he's not. He's a professional.
23.
He's a professional. You're saying he's a pro.
He's a
Pro doesn't do that.
Oh, no?
No, I don't think so.
Tell that to all the great artists throughout time.
No, but you're saying he's stability, though. You're talking about men who aren't stable. You're saying he's like an R. Kelly.
No. I'm saying he's like...
I call him
Harvey
R.
Weinstein.
R. Dales. Yes, yeah, I guess. Uses power
Yeah.
to seduce these women.
Yeah.
The other girls must be like, "Ooh, is he coming over? Just on my TV tonight?"
Right.
He rolls over after his 11 o'clock show.
KOAM.
Yes, that's right. I like him. Nice kid. You got back okay?
I hope so.
You didn't check in? No?
No?
Does he have a chance?
Come
on.
We all have a chance.
Oh, come on.
We all
It's Mike.
does he have a chance? Yes, he does have a chance.
Good.
He does, yeah.
Good.
If something
Oh, no.
No, I'm being honest here. If something doesn't happen that could definitely not happen, he has a chance.
Interesting.
Yeah. That's what I would say.
So it sounds like we're
Stay
in a
tuned, cats and
surprise,
kittens.
perhaps, on Friday?
Thursday, I believe.
Thursday.
Yeah, I think we're announcing it on Thursday, the Lord's Day.
Oh,
Yes,
goody.
yes. I think we're gonna. I don't know yet. Justin, you don't know anything, do you?
I do not.
Yeah. Only I know.
Interesting.
And this female.
I don't know if I buy it.
Female.
Right now, a female is the favorite for this job.
Wow.
Interesting.
Well.
Working with Justin.
Mm-hmm. Well,
That's volatile.
she's 110 years old, so
Okay.
it has to be safe. Yes. Who nobody would ever guess for the job.
Really?
Ever.
Okay.
In 1,000 years.
Well, we know the name, though. Oh, okay. You know?
Yes. Probably. Probably. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Zero connection to the show in any form or fashion. Or maybe a big connection to the show. Has never been in the studio, which limits the 3 women who've been in the studio.
Yes.
I'm counting AJ there, Mike, out of respect to you.
I was going to say,
I
are
appreciate
you
that.
finally dishing out the $250,000 for Julie?
No.
Wow, that'd be big.
It's 175,000. Just don't be an asshole. Of course, it's not a female. I'm just trying to throw everybody off the scent.
Oh.
Yes.
All right. Damn
This
it.
is,
That would have been fun having Justin in
yeah.
a will they, won't they thing.
Will he rape her or not? Is that what you're saying?
Well, whatever you choose to, whatever spin you put on it.
Well, let's stop dicking around. I'm trying my best here. So, if you're not on Twitter, and many people, Mike, as you know, aren't,
Sure.
I don't even really know how to accurately describe the events of the last 24 hours, other than, like I would say to a Justin Auger or to an Allison Morrissey or to a Kelly or Jennifer Symington on Sumac Street when I was a 7 or 8 year old. I told you so. Once again, as always, Chris Clemmer said this, Dan Katz, who may join us later, Kirk was right about this one. I told you guys forever, Mike. I warned you people that this was going to happen. And it happened.
You blame Mutt for this, for not doing enough background on this guy?
No, not honestly, not really.
Because
honestly, not really.
The comparison I had would be we didn't find Coleman's Kelly
Sure.
Keegs tweets until like January.
Absolutely. So that's exactly right. Although liking Kelly Keegs is different than
Hating Barstool.
Yeah, we'll get to that asshole in a second. My issue is with my issue with Mutt is more, it connects to that. So, and I saw some people saying, because we asked Mutt to come in today, he declined. He said he could call in, which he's not going to do, or he could come in Wednesday or Thursday. Some people saying, Mutt's putting his balls on the table here. Well, if I could play you the audio of Mutt talking on the phone yesterday, he was about in tears. So, and I don't mean, he has a job. So Mutt announced, as I told everybody, I think I said yesterday, the quote was, when you find out what it is, it's going to break your heart.
Sure.
And when you found out what it was, it broke your heart. He's doing 8 episodes, 1 hour each on Mohegan Sun podcast radio or something. It's a zero. No one's going to watch it. No one's going to listen. It's going to suck. We all know that. We can put that aside. He's made a mistake.
Sportsbook Live.
I have a question about that. I don't want to interrupt you.
No, go ahead.
Why does it end in November? It's a football show. Right?
I asked him that. He said it was... I spoke to him before. As usual, he didn't call me until the announcement was out there. Didn't let me know. Nothing. He said it's like a bought thing. Like Mohegan made a deal with some company for 8 weeks or something.
Right.
So it's just done. It's an 8-week buy.
But why would you want a football show for 8 weeks?
It's a sports show. It's not a football show.
Oh, they go.
I don't know if you heard his announcement. It does many things. Baseball.
And other sports.
Oh, sure.
So
College football, golf. Yeah.
Okay.
Please. There's going to be everything for these.
Okay, good.
For these 8 hours that he'll be speaking, trying to speak over the yelling of Minifans who will be in the crowd, taunting them. So he turned down Dave Portnoy, Kirk Minahan, and Dan Katz to do 8 hours with, what's the guy's name?
Eytan Shander.
Eytan Shander, is that right?
Eytan Shander.
So, I mean, we have Mutt's announcement?
The Mohegan Sun announcement?
Well, that's probably the one that makes the most sense here, Justin.
Get ready for an electrifying podcast.
How about the audio that he has of when he makes the announcement? Do you have that tweet?
Yes.
Okay. Idiot.
I'd like to hear Justin read it, actually.
Oops. Not hooked up to my thing. My apologies. I had it hooked up to my phone because I thought we were calling.
I don't care.
All right.
I don't. What do you want?
I want to hear a little more about it. What happened exactly?
Walk us through the mechanics of that, please.
You can either have my phone or my laptop hooked up.
This is more interesting than you thought it was going to be, isn't it,
Yeah.
Mike? Already, yeah. Go ahead.
And I had my phone hooked up.
So you made a mistake.
I did.
Is that why you said oops?
Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
Comedy of errors back there.
Go ahead. See, this is what happens when Dales isn't around.
I know. It's chaos.
You're right. He is the stable.
That's
Walking
right.
Bets thing is very popular, but I'm gruesome enough as it is. The angle's terrible. Late announcement, kids homesick off the Saratoga trip. Bad job out of me. Mohegan Sun. I've done Mohegan Sun events now for almost 20 years.
Hold on. This is, by the way, the voice of a guy who is terrified that he knows he's going to get bludgeoned this announcement. Does he sound scared?
That's where I empathize with him.
Oh, totally. I get it.
You gotta understand.
But he's built this. This is his own fault.
I suppose.
I mean, this is entirely his fault, which we will get to in full detail today. Right now, I hate this guy.
What?
I'll get over it, but
like
right now I hate him.
Okay, all right.
Hate. Capital H. Hate him. Go ahead.
The guys. They have an amazing sports and race book. Brad Bryant, who I worked with now for the last 5 or 6 years, he has wanted to for a long time.
Why is he?
Do a
He sounds
live
manic,
show.
doesn't he? That sounds like I don't do this, but I know a lot of people listen to the podcast.
Sped up.
Yeah. Can you do that to other podcasts? I can't. It's aggravating to me.
I do it only when I'm looking for sound.
Yeah, but you
Going
can't
through
listen to an episode.
No.
Can you, Justin?
No, especially because it's all timing in most of the podcasts.
But I hear some people that they'll do. I listen to your podcast like 1.5 or 2 speed.
Yeah.
If you
which
do it
is
for,
crazy to me.
if you do it for information,
Well, I know, but I'm
get
saying
it.
there are
That's what
people, but there are people like I listen, and I get it. Like, so I mean, like obviously a 3-hour podcast, an hour and a half, but like it sounds terrible. So, because once in a while I'll hit it by mistake if I'm trying to hit something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Well, this could be an interesting experiment because we noticed we did this with a comedian, the great Joe Matarese. We
Sure.
sped up his special.
Yeah.
And it became funnier.
Oh, that's
So
true.
maybe if they do that,
Maybe
to a
they'll cram
podcast-
2 hours of betting information into an hour.
That's right.
That's a good idea.
I think that's something.
That's an angle right there.
Right. 2 hours in a 1 hour package.
I'm allowed. You can say this. You're allowed. The only reason I have you in here today
Okay.
is because you have more Twitter followers than Mutt's partner.
I appreciate that.
If you didn't, Justin doesn't, so he's not really allowed
You
to
needed
speak.
someone that you can.
Yeah, he's not really allowed to speak.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, Justin?
I do.
But yeah, I mean, like, you're allowed in here today. I mean, he must really admire me.
Oh my God.
And what could he think of, like,
You're-
Dave or Elon Musk?
You're
or-
like 5'6".
yeah, I mean,
Shander.
I'm a giant. Yeah, I can't even imagine what he thinks. Twitter followers. Fucking loser. Go ahead.
That's great. That's
that's
where I
great. We'll
jumped
get. Oh,
in.
I love it.
That's
I love it.
nuts.
It's my favorite thing. Go ahead, Justin. Back to this lunatic.
Live football show during football season in his sports and racebook. That starts next Thursday. Mohegan Sun Sportsbook Live. Myself, Eytan Shander of the Huge Odd Shopper platform, live on YouTube.
Of the what platform? The Huge, did he say?
Hughes.
Oh, Hughes.
I think that's the name. Like Hughes, right?
Hughes Odd Shopper platform?
Am I wrong about that, Justin?
The YouTube channel is just called the Odds Shopper.
Oh, maybe he did say huge.
He said huge.
Oh, okay.
Myself,
Hold on.
Eytan
Thank you,
Shander
Steve.
of
Thank you, Steve. Lives to tape. Kirk has a long list of accomplishments on his resume, but maybe his greatest achievement is sitting through that Robbie V story yesterday. I appreciate him saying that. But I like Robbie V. If I didn't like Robbie V, that story would have got aborted very quickly.
Robbie V's got a nice voice. I can listen to him tell any.
I was kind of waiting for the story to land, though. Like, the story was just that he threw up.
The Danny and Bill Rickus.
Yeah, he just vomited a
Then he
couple
went to the
times.
gas station.
Right, but then I don't
He didn't
understand.
get gas.
Right.
Well, he told you what happened early in the story, and then you're
Yeah.
kind of sitting there waiting for a second thing. And
I thought maybe something crazy happened. It just turned out he vomited.
yeah.
And then he went to the Patriots game with his friend, and one of his friends has a stomach problem or something, right? But things are better now.
I hope so.
We all hope so.
I don't want to cross Robbie V because I don't want one of those labels.
You don't want to be a
put on
donkey
me.
of the day.
No, certainly not.
No, absolutely not. No. Retard of the. What would that be?
That's tough.
I don't think you would use that word anyway.
No, it seems beneath
Yeah. If you like Robbie's retard or something, it's just, that would be a good one. But we can sponsor it. Is that there for Mud or no?
No.
Oh, sorry.
Sportsbook Live. Myself, Eytan Shander of the Huge Odd Shopper platform.
He doesn't say huge.
Live on YouTube.
Huge, you're right.
Podcast
he does
afterwards.
not.
Most importantly,
You think he
live
said
at the
Hughes, he
beautiful
says.
property.
Yeah.
Like Phil Hughes, the old pitcher.
Right.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
I don't know why he says that, but he does.
That's where he's from. The Hughes Odd Shopper. You know that very well.
That's like Shopper's Cafe when you're like, it's a pizza place?
That's what I thought. I was like, I swear to God, at first I was like, fucking Shoppers Cafe is sponsoring this? What the fuck? That got to be better than Mutt. Go ahead.
At Mohegan Sun every Thursday, 6 to 7, football, baseball playoffs, college football, all of it. Starting next Thursday for Thursday Night Football, 6 to 7 in the Sportsbook Live at Mohegan Sun. Can't wait to be there. See you there.
Seems fired up.
Seems like
That seems insane. Like I thought he was gonna blow his brains out. Bud Dwyer, like knows.
This is a big announcement.
Yeah, like huge, big. Be there. We'll be there. Football. Be there. Football. Shire. Be there. Hughes. Like fucking relax.
He's excited. It's a big.
Yeah. Oh, I can tell he definitely is. Like, so he called me. He's basically like, look, I made this deal in like April or May, and I was afraid to tell you, so I couldn't go to Barstool because I already agreed to the deal with these guys.
Right.
And first of all, it's like, well, it's 8 episodes, 1 hour each. I'll be very honest. You know, it might annoy Dave would not give 2 fucks about that thing. We would just make fun of it. Like it's not we're not owned by a gambling company anymore.
No,
We
but
have a deal with DraftKings, but
right. So
trust
there might
me,
be stricter.
trust me when I tell you, Mutt doing a show with Eytan Shander once a week is
Takes
not going to be a big deal.
Portnoy doesn't look at things that way. He might just see FanDuel and be like, you can't do it. Or it's FanDuel, right? Whatever.
I mean,
it is.
he retweeted it twice yesterday. I don't think he's
Oh,
particularly,
okay. All right, never mind.
He's particularly concerned about it. Like
All
those days are over.
Yeah.
Like Jared's allowed to come in here. Like those days are over. Like
Right.
he could have thought about that. He didn't. He's afraid. He's afraid of everything. So he made a decision. As I said to him, fine. Like you want to make some money. I have no problem with that. You didn't know at the time. The producer's job, Coleman, totally understand. I said to him, I was like, I really don't. I was like, he's like, it's a total fuck up. He's like, I feel like an asshole. He's
Oh,
like,
he said that?
Oh, yeah, on the phone to me. Yeah, yesterday. He's like, this is a complete fuck up. He's like, I wish I could have done it over. I didn't. So I agreed to it. I fucked up. I was like, yeah, you fucked up, but that's life. Like, I'm not mad. Like, not mad at you. He's like, I thought you were mad at me. I'm like, not mad at you. I was like, I'm annoyed. I'm always annoyed with you because you always fuck things up. Because I'm your friend. I'm annoyed as a friend. I think people think that I'm annoyed because he's not taking the job on this particular show. I'm not. I'm annoyed he's not taking a job with a huge gambling company. He's a big gambling guy. Do this show a couple times a week and then be in literally the biggest couple times a year horse racing platform in the world. Like in the world.
terrible. Now I feel really bad knowing he thinks he fucked up.
Yeah.
Because what terrible timing where he was on with Portnoy and Big Cat. And now in 8 weeks, like, Portnoy's not going to give a fuck about Mutt.
Not at
And
all.
it might come up again.
8
where it
weeks?
Sparks
He'll be on tomorrow, probably, or whatever, Thursday with me and Ryan, maybe, and Dave, maybe.
Right.
But, like, you're 8 weeks. How about, like, next Tuesday?
Right.
Over.
But, I mean,
always
unless
say,
something pops up in Portnoy's mind
Sure.
again where he's
Yeah.
like, what about that Mutt guy? You know?
Right. And it's now, so I didn't really care that much. I got the phone and I was like, whatever. Like, he's a fucking idiot. Again, like, my take is like, he's just a gambling addict. He's a derelict. So, like, he is just addicted to going to casinos. Like, I'm serious. Like, he's just he's a bum. So he'd rather do that. Fine. No big deal. But then I see these tweets of his partner. And this guy he's working with, Eytan
Shander.
Shanders. Eytan Shanders. And it's all like the worst kind of person. Like, Barstool's misogynist, Barstool's sexist, Barstool's racist. Fuck this guy. Fuck that guy.
That's the least of my issues.
Oh, we'll get there. Oh, this, that. And I'm like, then I called Mutt right back. I was like, this partner of yours is going to be a problem. Like, this is going to be a problem with me. Eventually, it'll annoy Dave. Like, it's just you can either care or not care. And he's like, well, he doesn't speak for me. I was like, well, you should probably let people know that.
Yeah.
And of course he hasn't, because Mutt, for all of his, if he has any great qualities, I guess I should say, he's just a giant pussy. Like, he just always has been. He'd tell you that. He's just a giant pussy. What he should do is say, hey, put up a video today, say, hey, I'm not doing this show unless this guy's off the show. Like, I love Dave. I love Kirk. Kirk's, but you think, as Mutt said to me yesterday, he's like, I'm not on the thing with Dave and Dan without you. Zero chance. Mutt Stack, we could joke around. We could pretend. 98% of Mutt Stack subscribers are because of me. I mean, like, I don't really play that card much anymore, but it is true. Don't you think?
Right. I mean, they're EEI in general, like from the old EEI guy. But
No.
who else?
You think 72-year-old EI listeners are?
I would be surprised.
No, the answer is no.
Yeah.
Like I said, Mike is like, we joke around about, like, the beginning of Blind Mike done that Blind Mike project was my fans. Like, of course, and probably still a decent amount are my fans.
Well, yeah.
But look, like, go look at Mike's YouTube. Mike does very well. Like, he's got built his own audience. I don't know why, but I mean, he's probably buys them. But so what? It's still a good number. Mutt's entire
Pick the right number to buy.
yeah. When the next one gets 800,000 viewers, I might
it'll look suspicious.
Hey, what are you gonna do? But then you can stick your dick out to this guy.
That's right.
Yeah, so
that's
there
really
you go.
all I do it for is the Eytan Shander banter that I get.
So my thing to Mutt is, like, speak up, or, like, we're good until you do that. Like, I'm not gonna, like, he went in there with Dave and Dan and, like, promoted, like, as I said yesterday, Dave and Dan gave him more promotion than I've ever gotten at the company my entire life.
Right.
Like, Mutt Stack got a ton of promotion, this big announcement, which Dave teased.
Yeah.
And Mutt announces it, this partner's some fucking guy who hates Barstool. And Mutt hates this guy, I guarantee you. The guy it fucking stinks.
He said my guy, didn't he?
Yeah. If Mutt had any balls, he'd be like, fuck this guy. I'm going to do the show with somebody else, and I'm going to be loyal to these guys. But I told you guys, the Minifans out there, for months, once Mutt gets a chance, he's going to bail on you, and he's going to be quiet about it. And that's exactly what has happened.
Now, when you
Exactly what has happened.
it's interesting to me because I wasn't expecting that. The part where he was like, I fucked up. I had this deal in place, and so I couldn't go to Barstool.
Yeah.
That surprised me. Is this deal's like so ironclad that
No, of course not. But Mike, I do understand where he's like, hey, look, the guy, I don't know, who's the guy's name from Mohegan who he loves? I don't know, whatever that was name.
Brad something?
Yeah, Brad, whoever. He's like, this guy Brad, like, I've been working with him for years. Like, I don't want to walk out like the day before the announcement. I understand that.
Right.
Like, that's the right thing to
But
do.
I don't mean this week. I mean, like, if this was in April, and the Barstool stuff has been happening for months.
But the Coleman thing only just happened a month ago.
Well, that's true.
So
that's
like
true.
like I said, I got off the phone totally understanding that. Like, I actually think it's crazy. I think if he wasn't afraid of me, he could have spoke to me in May or June and said, hey, I have this opportunity. And I said, well, great. Like, it's money. I'm not going to get in the way. If he has a deal he's made somewhere where he's going to make money, I'm not going to go on the air and be like, he knows that.
Right.
So, he's as usual, like, tried to please everybody, please nobody thing. And now he's stuck doing this shitty fucking show with this loser that people watch the first episode to laugh, and then no one's going to watch it. It's going to die a death. And then he's going to be wandering the wilderness again with nobody, like, with nothing. Like, he was there with Dan Katz and Dave Portnoy doing horse racing, which he loves the most.
Right.
On a huge platform. In this podcast, big platform. And he just walks away from it to do this show with this fucking guy who's an asshole. Like, legitimate asshole. You saw it. Like, bully.
Seems like an incredible dude.
Just a dick. Bullies people, mutes people. If you have, he's going after Tim Richards and Pat because they don't have a lot of followers on. What is it, 2010?
Well, also, but I'll say it wasn't like. So Pat Ford has like 1,900
I think
followers.
that's unbelievable
For just a guy that isn't a...
Yeah, he's horrible on Twitter. He has 2,000 followers.
Just a regular guy. Like, how many followers does the average Eytan Shander follower have?
Oh, someone get his number. Can we get his number? I'd love to talk to this guy.
Nah.
Why not?
You said nah.
I know, but maybe if we cold call him. But yeah, he hates Barstool, sexist, misogynist, Albright, and this and that. And it's like, just get the fuck out of here. And Mutt knows that. And by the way, if this was anybody else doing this, and Mutt was in the studio today, if somebody else bailed and did this show, Mutt would be leading the charge against this guy. Leading the charge, being like, I can't believe this fucking guy turned his back on you, is doing a show with this, doing that. He'd be killing this fucking guy.
That's where I'm curious about Mutt in general, because it's funny. Like, there's certain things, like you see him doing this show. He does have the instinct to like shit on Rich Schurtenlieb or what. Like, a lot of guys don't have that are like Mutt. Does that make sense how I'm saying it? Like, a lot of those like kind of traditional radio guys don't have it in them to shit on other radio guys, where Mutt does. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of surprising that he would want to do.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't do it on his own. Does it here with me.
Right, but he enjoys it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but ultimately, he'd rather do this than do the other thing, because I'll also say this about Mutt, and this is where I get a little pissed, honestly. Like, I'm a little pissed at him. Like, he won't work with me as his boss. Fine. I actually really have no problem with that. I get that. That's a tough spot. But when he wants to start a company or do something, he would take my $30,000. That he'd take. Like, he's fine doing that.
Right.
Where, like, you think I'm mad at him because he's my fucking producer? If he pisses away $30,000, all Justin jokes aside, like in real life, I'm going to be like, where's my fucking money? Like, what are you fucking... But when he needs money, when he needs a favor, when he needs Muttstack, when he needs to promote the... Kirk's fine. Kirk's great. Kirk's wonderful. When he was going to get fired, when he got blown out of the midday show because his ratings sucked, I went to Kevin Graham's office and was like, let's try and keep this guy's job. And like, nothing from him. Yesterday, not even a call. Like, the announcement comes out before I found like everyone else. It's crazy.
I think
crazy.
So you talked to him before?
After the announcement, before we found out the partner was a dickhead.
Oh.
Yeah. Like, this was like, of course, Mohegan Sun tweeted like 7 hours before. It's so irrelevant. Nobody even found. I think it's what you found like 6 hours later, right, Justin?
Yeah,
they didn't tag them on it.
Yeah.
They didn't tag them on it. It was such a, Mickey Mouse minor league shit operation. I mean, this thing is going to suck. Let's be honest. It's going to be Sporto Mutt in this fucking loser sidekick. It's going to suck. I mean, do you think the show will suck? I mean, come on. What show is this?
It won't be for me.
The show's going to suck. Right, Justin?
Absolutely.
It'll just be traditional fantasy.
Like every other show,
whatever, yeah.
There's 7 million shows like that. There's one show like this. And he chose that world. That makes him more comfortable. He's happier doing gambling. I wish him luck. I really do. It's going to fail. I wish him the best with that. My only issue is he's got a part. I'm not doing anything with him until he gets rid of that partner. He can also say fuck you and do his show, and that's fine. But like, I'm not doing anything with this guy until he gets rid of that asshole. This Barstool hating fuckwad who Mutt would hate if somebody else did a show with that guy. And Mutt was sitting in that chair right now. If somebody left this show in Barstool to go do a show with that guy, and that guy was his partner, Mutt would be killing that guy in that show today. If he was in your seat, killing him.
Well, it might be worse. I can see Mutt bringing it up on Thursday, but in sort of like a play, like, oh, you had a crazy week on Twitter, kind of.
I don't think he'll do that. I think Mohegan.
No.
If Mohegan Sun said to him, you're on this, we have to hang you upside down during the entire show, and we're going to be putting cans of Pringles into your asshole for the whole hour, he would do it. Like, you would do. He's a dog. That's why he's a fucking failure in the middays. Failure. When I left, Jerry and Mutt did the show. The show's ratings went in half. Jerry was still there. The producers were still there. There's one difference. Mutt was in my chair. And they went to nights and no one listened to him. He got fired. He's a fucking loser.
I gotta say, you're somewhat mad at him.
I'm just annoyed. I'm annoyed that he's doing this because he makes Dan and Dave look like idiots too, which annoys me. Like they gave him a ton of promotion, and he treated him, he's a fucking asshole.
That's where I was surprised, but still by Monday, Portnoy was like, "What's this big Mutt and Eytan?" Like he was still curious about it.
So yeah, I'm annoyed. And I will say, like the third, he would have taken my $30,000 for this ice thing in 2 seconds. But like, hey, and the ice thing is not like real. But I'm saying,
I was gonna say, would he actually have?
Yes. Oh, whatever that version, if it became reality, he'd be happy to take that check, and then he wouldn't be like, oh, when it's like, it's annoying. I'm annoyed that he did this. I'm annoyed he hasn't gone publicly on Twitter anywhere and been like, this guy's a fucking prick. You can say what you want about me. There's no way I'd work with that guy.
Right.
There's a fucking world would end before that happened. I'd be like, you can take your gift card that you're paying me every week, or $150, whatever it is, and get the fuck out of here.
Or, well, probably more likely you'd blow it up on the first show. I like to think you'd do the show with him.
Or on Twitter, I'd blow it up. But Mutt won't, because Mutt's a coward.
I think I have his phone number.
Oh, yeah? Let's call him.
Montante give it to you?
No, I didn't reach out to him.
What's his name? Eytan?
Eytan?
Eytan.
Eytan. I thought Mutt said Eytan.
Hi, this is Dr. Shander, and I'm away from the office at the moment.
Don't think that's Eytan. Is that him?
I don't think so.
Wow. Is that his character?
The gambling doctor.
He's the doctor?
That might be wrong.
He's got a little Nick Costas in him. A little bit.
90-year-old lady we're screaming at.
I have a couple other numbers we could try.
Yeah, sure. But if you look this guy up too on Twitter, he's the total, like Mike said, somebody found it funny when there's like hundreds of tweets of him going to different people.
Please leave your message for.
Like, how many followers do you have? Who gives a fuck?
And Justin played a couple clips. He's like, if you were casting, if you had a role.
Oh, I haven't heard his voice yet.
For like the gambling
right.
guy.
Yeah,
like,
Sandler movie.
Call this number
right.
to,
Yeah, Adam Sandler works for like a radio company.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So I said about Jason Wolf. He'd be a program director in an Adam Sandler movie. Like, there's just certain guys are I think Ziggy Robinson said yesterday how he looks.
975, what's your name?
Hello?
Yeah, 975, what's your name?
Oh, hey, it's Kirk.
Kirk?
Yep.
Where are you calling from, Kirk?
Calling from Watertown, Massachusetts.
All right, and what are you calling about today?
Just about the AFC in general. I have a couple of thoughts, and I guess with the Patriots too, because I want to get sort of a local perspective on the Patriots because we're sort of in the cloud here.
This is 975 The Fanatic. We're Philadelphia.
I know, but it'll tie into the Eagles as well.
How does the Patriots tie into the Eagles?
Well, how do you tie into the Eagles?
Well, because we're a Philadelphia sports radio station.
Well, I'm a Philadelphia sports radio station.
He's not playing.
He hung up.
Damn it. Thought I had him. I don't think that's his...
We were just on, so I didn't know what was happening.
I don't think that's his home phone number, Justin, or his son number. Somewhere we've got his mom, probably, or his grandmother, and the place he used to work. They're calling me and being like, "Yeah, Upper Deck Company."
Did you just find
Hey,
numbers?
this is Dunkin' Donuts.
This is on rocketreach.co.
Uh-huh.
Those were the three numbers that popped up for him.
Let me hear his voice, just at him as a sport. I haven't heard this yet. Who has the H here? Like whose voice do I hear first?
I would think
Mutt.
I would imagine Mutt's the host, and he's like the
He's got more
gambling
Twitter followers.
guy. True.
Yeah. Can this guy talk to Mutt on the show?
Mutt has more followers.
That's what I'm saying. Can he talk to Mutt?
Oh, I don't know Mutt's threshold.
But what does he have his own personal? He won't even he'll abide by it. Yeah,
like oh, he has over
almost
40.
like Japanese culture, where it's will he do that?
Yeah, maybe I should be on the show. I could be I've read just a smidge more than Eytan, so I could translate.
Just somebody walked by. It was like Kim Kardashian or something. The guy would melt. What would he do?
This is called How I Blindly Made $4,700 Betting Sports Last Month.
Oh, God. This is just born from Mutt.
There is
good to teach people how to do that, by the way.
That you need to know everything there is possible about a sport to bet on it, and then...
Hold on. Start again. I pronounce the word possible. How does he say it, Jess? Let me hear that again.
There is a massive myth that you need to know everything there is possible about a sport.
Possible.
Bet on
Hey,
it,
hold
and then
on,
profit.
Justin. Things are getting kind of possible. It's impossible to imagine.
Here's how you fall ass backwards into money.
Hey, are you broke right now? I can make you $1 billion in 10 minutes. Here's how it's possible. What do you think of that, Mutt? Hey, Mutt, I think you were sitting with Dave Portnoy and Dan Catch last week. Can you imagine how it's possible now you're doing the show with me in front of 4 people?
But he is like at night when I would listen to like Fox Sports Radio. This commercial would come on during like JT the Brick.
Definitely. Yeah.
So this guy was on EEI.
Was he really?
Yes, he was on like overnights.
When? No, when I was there.
It's like think right at the tail end of.
Really? Oh, I have no memory of this guy's voice.
Oh, did he do the show? Someone mentioned something. He did a show with Amani Toomer. He's not that guy.
No,
is it?
that's was that him? No, it was somebody else.
Someone in one of my replies. Someone said Mike's just jealous that he didn't get to host a show with Amani Toomer.
That was him?
I don't know.
I thought that was somebody else. Who had a voice like that though.
Yeah.
It wasn't Shander and no, because I would remember that name. It was Toomer and somebody else. That was the name. Was he Shulman? No.
Okay.
I don't know. Shine? No. One of those, but they're all these voices are the fucking same.
Yeah.
So he started in.
Let me hear my man. We'll get to it.
Well, I'm here to tell you that's a lie. But there's a smarter way, an easier way that I found for you. Here's the reality. I'm up thousands in the WNBA this year, and I haven't watched a second.
Hold on.
of
Like,
it.
legitimately,
I'm
Mud is like
interested
working
in-
with, honestly, with like a prostitute. Like, I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, this is gross. Like, it's just gross. It's just fucking gross.
It's also just like he's lying. He's a
Well,
snake.
that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. He's a whore. You're right. Yeah. I mean, it's gross. Like, it's been, but this is who Mud is. Like, I know people don't want to hear this. Like, people love Mud in the show. I appreciate that. And I thank everyone for listening. And go subscribe. And what do you do, Justin? What is it?
Smash that like button.
Smash that like button. But I don't have any patience for this stuff. Like, look, we have a deal with DraftKings, and I do gambling, golf stuff. But I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you're going to make a bunch of money, Mike. I guarantee you're going to make a bunch of money. Like, it's just so, and it's like taking advantage of. It's like that South Park episode where they keep calling into that number. At the end, they're like, you're an asshole. You know that one? Like,
Yeah.
like, how do you live with yourself? That thing.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, it's because it's like that, whatever, like, 44 karat gold. And they're,
Right. Who's the guy that was selling that? Bill fucking.
yeah.
God damn it.
And the uncle, the grandfather, the guy
Bill,
calls him
Bill Devane.
Yeah, William Devane selling gold. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's Stan's uncle, right? Grandfather is a Kyle. So who's the one who calls him Billy all the time? That's Stan? I think it is. And he got suckered into it or whatever, and they're calling like, you're a monster to this guy who's this is what this is. And Mutt's choosing that over, just so you know, Mutt's choosing that over this and over working with Dave. And say what you want about those guys, but they do gambling in a way where they're pretty self-deprecating about it.
I don't know. Big Cat tricked me into losing a lot of money with his lock of the
Hey,
week.
hold on. That became a legal issue. Calm down. How dare you?
Lock of the week. I thought it was a guarantee.
How dare you say that? Like, that was settled legally. But it's like they're like, yeah, we're idiots. Like, nobody, the great William Goldman, Mike, the writer of All the President's Men and Butch Cassidy's Sundance Kid, Princess Bride, Misery, had a line in Hollywood, very famous in the early 80s, which is very simple. Nobody knows anything, which is very, very true. When James Cameron was making Titanic, people were like, what a fucking disaster. Nobody knew. E.T. was a disaster. Jaws, a disaster. Nobody knows anything. But now, like, you know, these guys, you know who knows everything? Eytan Shander. He knows all the answers. Let me hear more from this guy.
And the Caitlin Clark drama, the Angel Reese drama, all of the talking heads every day with something to say about this league,
Unlike
even
him.
intrigued in the game itself and how different it could be from the NBA to the college game. But like many sports out there, the WNBA is just one that I have no idea what's going on about, and I'm still able to turn a profit. What's
yeah.
crazy is that it's just one of many examples. It doesn't have to be the
Honestly,
WNBA
like, forgetting the bar.
or professional.
If you heard this, if you were Mutt, but Mutt doesn't care because he's a whore as well. Like, he's just wants to work at Mohegan and be around gambling. Like, that's it. That's it. That's all. Like, that plain and simple. You know, everyone can try and defend him. I completely understand that. I understand you guys have a relationship with him. A lot of listeners here listened to him with me years ago. A lot of people like him on the show. I get that. I liked him on the show, but like, this is who he is. And I told you, Justin, did I not? Have I been saying this for years?
You've been saying this before, like in 2019.
Mike, have I been saying this for years?
You have.
This is who he is. And people, you know, Dan and Jeff and Clemmer, they're all texting me yesterday. Like, oh, you told me this. I told, how many times in the course of the history of the show have I said, I've told you people this is going to happen and this happens? How many times? 1 million?
Quite a bit.
Yeah, I guarantee you, if you can bet on that, I'll make you money. I'll make you money.
You just mean if I want to bet on like the WNBA or something.
Yeah,
It'll make me money.
I didn't even watch WNBA games. I made millions of dollars this year. I made $1 billion this year in WNBA games.
Then I should do exactly what you do.
If you do exactly what I do, you win $1 billion this year.
I like that he's like, I have this pull a rabbit out of my ass strategy. And it's not just the NBA that it works
No,
for. It's
everything.
any sport.
Anything.
Oh.
Do we know his strategy or no?
lacrosse, or anything in between. I'm going to tell you the simple steps that I follow
can I ask
to make
Eytan if we get his number? Well, I mean, maybe we can ask his mom, or we can ask the guy who answers the phone calls at the radio station. Why does he have to do a show once a week? Why doesn't he have $50 billion?
Right. If you could just bet on lacrosse.
Why isn't his estate in Hawaii throwing coconuts against the wall? Like why is he not, why is he flying on his Lear jet? Like at the beginning of Shark Tank, the first season. Remember they got that fancy plane?
Yeah.
Was that Kevin Harrington that first year?
Oh yeah,
that poor guy.
Pre-Cuban.
Yeah, that guy was kind of a zero.
They do the slow motion walk.
Yeah, like which NBA team does this guy own? I guess where's the money?
Yeah.
Why was he doing nights on a radio station, overnights, if he's a billionaire?
To help the people, so we can make money like he does.
That's very kind of him.
Yeah.
We should do shows like that at Barstool.
That'd be nice.
Just have a guy like this. Oh, I guess it's Stu Feiner.
I was just going to say, I think.
Without the eating assholes, the pussy stuff, I suppose. Go ahead. I want to find out, because I wouldn't look. Hold on, Justin. Justin, I beg your pardon. I've done very well financially. I'm no Eytan Shander. I'm comfortable. I'm very happy. But I'm going to make more.
Sure, absolutely.
I'd like to invest. I'd like to invest every dollar. All due respect to Harry and Kate, I'll take their college fund in 2 seconds. If I could double it
with this strategy, I think you could just bet on Kate's swimming matches,
right?
And she can.
What strategy is
college?
Can you just walk me through the strategy again, Mike?
You'd have to pay to find out.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't.
You think we might wind up there at the end of this? I don't think so. No, he wouldn't do that to us, would he?
I think he might.
No.
I have a worried feeling.
Is this honestly the worst part of the Mut thing? Is this is who we decide that cast is like? That's
the only part I care about.
Right? Yeah. Oh, totally.
Yeah.
This guy is a whore.
Yeah.
A whore.
And it is. I'm actually surprised this kind of a sleazeball wouldn't just want any promotion. I'm surprised he has like. Oh,
no, he's a moral guy.
I don't want Barstool.
No, Mike. It's misogyny. He's a moral guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, he's no snake oil. How dare you say that? No, this guy has morals.
Yeah,
I've put money in pockets for years,
and I appreciate that.
Yeah, so do I. I'm about to. Go ahead. Let's get to the as Mark Cuban would say. The secret sauce.
It's a simple approach, a market-based approach, one that can be applied to many sports across the board, one that is proven to be profitable over time. The approach is simple. Okay. It's a market-based approach aimed at profiting long.
Hold on. I think it's a market-based approach.
Yeah, I
think we've got that. All right.
It's aimed at, I'm going to guess, long-term strategy?
So long-term that you might forget about it after a while if you've put in enough money.
And then pay a little more for his new strategy.
Right, yes. Go ahead.
Term, no matter the sport, no matter the player, without requiring you to pay attention to any of it. This is no big secret. I'm far from the only one, as you see, taking advantage of this method. It's just a lot of people
Hold on one
don't
second.
know
I'm
about.
sorry, I don't. Dan Schwartzman, somebody tweeted me. Armani tumor. Dan Schwartzman. That's who it was.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that I remember.
All right.
Yep.
I apologize, folks. Lieutenant Kirk doesn't usually give me bad information.
Yes, I beg your pardon.
About it and don't realize how profitable it can be. Look, I've got 2 kids, a busy household. I'm racing around, throwing plays out for sports that I follow. I don't have time to pay attention to the WNBA. I don't have time to learn a new sport, basketball, hockey, football, what have you. I just don't have time for it.
He doesn't know
I
those?
need help. You need help. I got the help. I'm here to show you what it is. We're using a market-based approach to find holes in the market.
I think it's a market-based approach. To find holes in the market. Used a market-based approach to find holes in the market.
EV holes in the market. It's very simple. We're looking at one book who has made an error and taking advantage of that. Who's more likely to be wrong? Is it one book at plus 110 or is it every other book at minus 105? By finding these holes, these gaps, these attackable spots in the market, it doesn't matter what you're betting on.
Okay,
I know.
yeah.
Come on.
I think we get the point. I don't even know what to say anymore with this guy. Well, what can you do? I mean, this is, again, look, I wish Mut well, but if you're this guy who hates Barstool, I'm just not going to promote it. That's all. No big deal. If Mut wants to do his thing, knock yourself out. Good luck to him, Good Good, nice. Mutt's a nice guy, but he's a loser. That's what I keep
What
saying.
if Mutt beats the shit out of this
That'd be
guy?
great.
Oh,
I'm
my
in.
God.
I'm in.
He just comes out
I'm in.
next Thursday.
Listen here, Shander.
Yeah.
You fucking prick.
Well, this guy also, like, he's all sports and stuff, but sometimes he does talk about the serious.
Sounds like he's not sports.
Oh, he gets
by the
serious
way.
once
He's like,
in
I
a
don't have time to learn about basketball and football.
Wait, hold on. Sneakers is saying I'm being hold on. Sneakers is saying I'm being killed in the YouTube chat. That changes everything. I didn't realize that. Is that true, Justin? Wow. What is the consensus there?
I don't know about this guy because he was also
Kirk's
saying
always been kind of a loser. This is kind
Who
of
said
pathetic.
that?
Tim Tornado.
My God. Kind of a loser. Well, thank you, Tim.
I don't know if I believe Sneakers because on the ride to and from North Dakota, he said we were gay every time we were
Every time? Well, he may be right.
And I said, I don't think it's every time, you know? It can't be.
No. Well, no. Again, Sneaker's not the kind of guy who's going to hire a rapist to say he's going to rape my kids. Is he, Justin?
Jim Jones says Kirk is proving Mutt correct with this show.
Oh, I see what he's saying.
Yes.
I got you. Well, okay. Well, the YouTube chat coming to life. I like it. Keep it up, guys.
Rumble chat's all positive, though.
Oh, is that true? Good. USA.
You're getting
USA.
some good Rumble rants.
Good. USA. Hey, I like Sneakers, even though he tried to ruin my kid's life, but that's fine. So, yeah, I mean, I get, like I said, personally with Mutt, we'll be fine. We'll be friends. I just can't believe he's casting his lot with this guy in this show for 8 episodes. It's a wild move, but I don't know. Ultimately, what can you do? Like, he's, he knows he made a mistake. He was essentially crying on the phone yesterday. But, I mean, that's what it is. I don't know. I don't really know what to say.
This guy also does have some insight. This video, would you like to know the title of this video?
Sure.
It's called Protesting versus Looting.
Oh, wow. We're back in this?
And, well, you're going to hear some unique music on this show.
Oh, yeah?
Well, as you hear here, that's a pretty unusual radio bed.
It is. Boy, that is strange.
SB Nation Radio.
And SBNationRadio.com.
Presented by Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans. Live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Here's Eytan.
All right. It is a very complex issue that is born out of a very simple one.
Uh-oh.
Thus, our country exists.
I need a
Simple concepts that are very easy on the surface that have been intertwined and tangled through nonsense, fear, bigotry, and hegemony.
This is no different than Coleman at age 20 feeling the need to do this. Like, this
That's
is just
true.
an empty guy just saying words to feel like he matters.
Where is this, Justin?
This is on
SB Nation.
SB Nation Radio. It looks like it's like in his basement. He kind of has like a little studio set up, a bunch of Eagle stuff in the background.
Jesus.
Decades to now centuries. So while the concept is pretty simple, which is you shouldn't be doing anything negative, you shouldn't be hurting anybody, you shouldn't be saying anything truly negative to hurt, you shouldn't be acting by all means on anything, especially as a person in power, simply because of how someone looks. And that is as simple of a principle that we as a planet can never grasp.
There are a lot of words
And
to
we
get
have
in that
been
sentence.
really
I'll get a
struggling
0 on
with
this
that
quiz.
since our inception, since you look back. Now,
Imagine
again,
these people.
the irony of
Obviously, I'm kidding about the YouTube chat. You guys say whatever you want. God bless you. I love all you guys, including Sneakers, who I love. I can't help it. Can you imagine like hearing all this and taking Mutt's side in this battle? Like, we all love Mutt. I'm glad he's got a job. But like, imagine seeing all this evidence and being like, yeah, Mutt's right. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Listen to this fucking guy. Forget that he left Barstool. Forget it. This is who he chose to work with.
Well, it sounds like even Mutt didn't know what he was getting into with this guy.
Well, that's on him. Forget. Like, I'm with you. Like, I don't blame Mutt for not knowing about the Barstool stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have done. He could have.
I don't think that's where your mind goes. All right, let me see if he's tweeted about Barstool. You know?
True. Look, like you said with Coleman, fine. But like, you have to like at least listen to the guy talk.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's like. But maybe Mutt thought he had no position of power. I guess.
Well, yeah, I imagine if you're like, what can I do? Like, my producer's Craig. Are there better producers? Sure, but not that I can get.
Like, well, I'm about to hire a fucking plumber.
Right.
What do I know? But, like, yeah, tough situation. Call Dan. He wanted to weigh in on this.
Really? Mm-hmm. He's usually, big softy on these things.
He's like you.
Yeah.
You're conflicted. I know you're conflicted because you like Mutt.
I am because I like Mutt. But where I chimed in was this guy being like, oh, you only have 700 followers? Back of the line, pal.
It wouldn't even matter if he had 10 million. But like, he has like 20,000. It's like,
who gives a shit?
which is also fine. I don't care. Like they're all fucking, they're all bots anyway. Who gives a shit?
And then he said something. He's like, "Oh, thanks for giving me engagement on this app I don't even use." It's like he's the douchiest guy at all turns.
Hello.
Yo.
We are talking to somebody, Mike, who has millions of followers on social media.
I'll bow out of this one.
I mean, this guy, Mutt's partner, would love you because you have many followers on social media.
This thing is so funny to me. I texted you, Kirk, on Saturday. I enjoyed having Mutt on the show on Saturday. He seems like a really nice guy. It was the first time I met him.
Good guy.
But 10 minutes in, I texted you and I said, this is like talking to Bosco. Because that's what I had a flashback of the days when we were trying to get Rico to come full-time. And Rico's changed. He's more willing to do everything now. But we had conversations with him every single year being like, come full-time, come full-time. And it would never go through his head. And that's what I felt like with Mutt, where it's like, there's nothing we can do. He is never going to do this because he's convinced himself that it makes no sense as a career move. I will give Mutt credit. Him finding this guy, Eytan, or whatever his name is.
Yes.
I didn't know these people still exist.
It is crazy.
He's like a throwback.
He is. It's old school.
He's old school because there's been a million things that have been said about Barstool. There's a million haters. I didn't know that there was still someone who genuinely thought Barstool was a bad career move. Like this is
That's true.
This is like a 2014, 2015 throwback type of guy who's like, oh, you're doing that? You're doing that blog, that smut blog? Wow. Like, have fun putting that on a resume in 3 years.
He's like
That's
me.
what he's doing.
He's like me talking to Jerry during a commercial, whatever year that was, where I was like, Casey's leaving NBC Sports to go to Barstool? Like, what is she, fucking crazy?
The weirdos who, when PFT joined Barstool, tweeted like, this is a tremendous career mistake. He's going to regret this within a year. That was 10 years ago, and this guy is still doing that? I like I said, I feel like Mutt just found us a dinosaur, and I'm kind of happy that he did because I hate this guy so much.
Oh, you total dick. I mean, is there any party that's like it feels like an idiot for having Mutt promote like crazy on Saturday knowing this happened, or no?
I would if I ever thought that the show was going to be like a huge show that was going to steal our audience.
Yeah, I think you're safe.
Not worried about it?
I think you're safe.
I think we're going to be okay. But yeah, I mean, I like Mutt. He was, he's not the most interesting guy, but he was fun to talk to. He knows horse racing. He's great on your show. And I kept on saying to him, because he doesn't want to work for you. And I get it. Like, you can do whatever you want. But the thing I couldn't get through was, if he goes and works for you, and I said this exact thing to him. I was like, what is the worst case scenario? You and Kirk have a falling out, and then in a month later, you're back on the show on the other side of the glass, exactly where you were.
Yeah. Well, I think it is though. What I think it is, Dan, though, is I don't even think he was telling us the truth about that. Like he said to me on the phone yesterday, he was afraid to tell us, me, you, Dave, that he had this thing lined up. So he had to take the angle that he couldn't work for me because he felt like he couldn't take the job because he was. Whereas Dave, and maybe I'm wrong, but especially now post Penn, if I said to Dave, hey, we hired Mutt, just so you know, once a week for 7 weeks, he's doing a 1 hour thing in Mohegan Sun, I don't think Dave would be like, don't hire him. Like, I just don't think that's how it works anymore.
No, definitely not. I also think that in a weird way, this is like Mutt is now, he's somehow backed his way into like the forbidden fruit for Dave. And Dave might just hire him because Mutt keeps saying no and does these type of things.
Right. It'll be great.
I'm not ruling that out.
$600,000 a year.
He's going to hire Mutt, and the one show Mutt won't be allowed on is mine. I'll be like, no, he's not. I'm not having him fucking on here anymore. I get so mad when guys like that hire these Barstool haters make me fucking crazy. And now Mutt, and look, I totally believe, as Mike said, that Mutt had, and I agree with that. Mutt had no idea this guy did this stuff. But I would really love for Mutt, for once in his life, to stand up and be like, I don't want to do a fucking show with this guy. Like, it's not that hard to do. I've done it. It's not that hard to do.
And where does this guy think his audience is coming from? You're doing a gambling show, and you think that there's just a bunch of gamblers out there that despise Barstool? Like, what? I don't even understand what his plan is. Like, if if you have, again, he's a throwback. I even saw the one where he was flexing on someone. It was like, I host 2 shows and write a column.
And writes a column. Yeah.
I mean,
it's like Mike Lupica.
If you have 4 jobs, you don't have a job. I'm sorry to say that. Like, that's just the truth. So like, you're telling me that you'd rather do 4 different jobs than one job that pays really well. So yeah, this guy he's quite something, and I can't. I'm going to tune in. I'll say it right now. I know that might hurt you, but I'm going to have to tune in.
I'll watch the first one, and I think some Minifans will be there. I think Justin will probably be there a week from Thursday.
There's a possibility.
Yeah.
I might head down to Mohegan.
I think there'll be some people in
Play some
Mohegan.
blackjack, maybe.
But this guy's also, I don't know if you heard the sounds we were just playing earlier. This guy's essentially never lost a bet. You know what that's like. This guy's never lost a bet. He has found the secret way to never lose a bet and make money every single time.
Dan, if you've got $3,000 you weren't going to gamble, I know how you should spend it.
People don't realize I actually get paid $1 at Barstool because I'm that good of a gambler.
Yes.
I'm like, Dave, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'll just make my money gambling all the time.
He has a market-based strategy.
It's a market-based
market-based strategy, which is a great strategy. Why didn't anybody think of that before?
I think I saw, and maybe I saw this wrong, but he blocked me. I've never.
Yeah, you said
with
that.
the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I went on. I have a burner account. Youngstown Bob, one of our employees, he's a burner person, so I have access to his account. So I went and looked at his account, and he had something like, "We're crushing MLB, and it doesn't even count towards our record," or something like that.
Ooh.
What does that even mean?
I like that. That's a good strategy.
They're winning so much they don't even have to count it. I think it's what it means.
Right.
Baseball
It's
doesn't
crazy.
even count, and we are crushing. We cleared over 140 units the past 2 years in football.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay. And
Baseball doesn't count. What does that mean?
You gotta be selective.
It's crazy.
you can get those picks for $29.95 for a month.
$30 a month.
great.
That's to win $1 billion a month. That's a pittance. That's
I
not
hate
bad.
this guy so much. I might just pay the $29 and then just tweet him out as my own.
I think there's a chance you're gonna be the third co-host with these guys in Mohegan. I could see you driving there, flying in there on Thursday.
Oh
dude.
my God! The one person did point out a great point.
Mm-hmm.
Blind Mike is it just shows through and through, and Justin,
Oh, okay.
the loyalty that you have in the
This
room.
isn't really necessary. Okay. Yep.
No, but the loyalty you have in the
Well
room
said,
because
Dan. Well
it's
said.
crazy.
Yep.
And I screwed up your Patreon, Mike. I apologize for that.
It's fine. It was correct. The website that you said is now also mine. So don't worry.
Yeah, it
about
was bought by a Minifan, and it's now Mike's as well.
Yeah.
Fine. Okay.
Good.
Everything
it was
else?
one of those things. As I was saying it, I was like, I think I'm screwing this up, but I just have to go for it.
I understand. You're afraid of the competition.
What is your? Are you concerned about? Is your sole focus in the surviving just to be not the first one eliminated?
Correct.
Yeah.
I when we went to Camp Barstool last week, I picked up Will and Taylor, who Will is still the dumbest guy ever. We had a whole plan that he was going to fly into Midway because we were flying out of Midway.
Yeah.
And I texted him. I was like, hey, can I have your flight information? I'm going to come pick you guys up at the airport. And he finally sent it to me about 2 hours before he was landing. It was obviously at O'Hare. And he just was like, I had no idea. But he's the dumbest guy ever. We were in the car for about an hour. We got very close to actually talking about like an alliance of some sort, but we never got there. And I think that's what my plan is here, is just to go in with no – because last time we went in and everyone had these alliances before and it was so apparent. And I think that's partially why I got screwed.
Yeah.
So I think this time I just have to go in and just try to kind of lay low.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
what do you? I don't think. I think there's a very high chance that I get voted out first, just as like that would be.
It's like tradition.
Yeah, right. And it would break my heart. I do not want to be voted out first.
That would suck. That would suck.
It would suck.
I think.
So bad.
I think there are a couple people who are very, very favored to be voted out first. I don't think you're one of them, but also I have no idea. Same. Like
you wouldn't have thought he was last year either.
Right, but you also don't know. It's probably be 3 teams of 8 is my guess. We have no idea who we're going to be paired with. So you're right. I can wind up with 6 people who've already made a deal together, and then I'm fucked. So you have no idea.
Right. And I mean, I'm actually, I know that I didn't take it as serious as I should have last year. I made it part of the deal that we can't start it on Sunday, so we're starting on Monday. But I'm taking it very seriously. I want to last as long as possible in this game because that crushed me last year to watch you guys play games while I was sitting on the sidelines. I want to be involved in it.
Yeah, same. No, I want to have a nice deep run. I didn't go far. I want to be able to make it at least to the merger. So we'll see. Yeah. Everything else good?
Yeah. Everything's good. I still can't believe this month thing.
I can't either. It hurts. It hurts, but I mean,
what's the chance he comes? Are you gonna? So is he banned from your show right now?
As long as he works with this guy, he's banned from the show. I don't care. I said to him, so he called me yesterday after the announcement, before I found out about this guy, and he was like, I basically totally fucked up. I made a deal with Mohegan way before Coleman was gone. I said, I totally get it. Like, literally, I was like, I completely understand. No big deal. You do what you have to do. Like, and he's like, I want to come on the show. I'm like, great. Then I saw his partner. And I was like, well, fuck this. Like, I'm not going to promote a show with this idiot on it. Like, I'm not doing that. So until he stands up and he's like, I fucking hate this guy. Like, I'm good for now.
Yeah.
That's
all right.
all.
I'll ban him. He's banned from the Yak and PMC as well.
Good. Thank you. All right.
Oh,
good.
wow.
Oh, okay.
I stand in solidarity.
That's all I need
not
to hear.
allowed on either program.
All right. Good. All right. I'll talk to you later.
All right. See you guys.
There you go. Dan Katz.
Take that, Shander.
Huh. Well, you didn't ban Shander.
Oh, that's
a good
true.
point.
Yeah.
Well, the guy needs to make a few bucks. I can
That's what I
understand
mean.
why you keep him on there.
Oh, my God. The Shander hour? Forget it. This guy's going to drown Mutt out, too. Is there any audio, Justin, of them ever together? I texted it to you, Justin, just during the interview.
Oh. I was going to say, have they ever interacted?
Oh, I don't know. Somebody tweeted to me.
It's exciting.
Hey, welcome in. The NFL is here.
Jesus
If you're
Christ.
watching this, the NFL has officially started. I don't
so maybe
care
Mutt's
if
not
it's
the
a
host.
preseason
What if you're not
game.
watching
I don't
it?
care if they're playing it in
Oh, he's a guest on
Canton,
Shander's
Ohio,
show here.
if they're
Okay.
playing it in some Elon Musk space station, wherever it is. All right, Mike, we have
Is he talking to
football.
me?
Mike?
That right there
What?
is Mr. Mutnansky. You know him as the Mutt. You know him as Mike. You know him as everything.
You know him as the
Muttsack.com.
Mutt?
Mike,
You know him as Mike?
So he has
I'm doing
no
Joe Biden up
idea
here.
who Mutt is.
You know him as the Mutt?
The Mutt.
You know him as Mike, whatever. You name it. You know him as Nan. You know him as Ski.
The Mutt? Mike? No one knows him as Mike. Nobody, literally nobody.
No, every time he says it on his voicemail, it's
It's
confusing.
very off-putting. All right, let me hear these two. Well, Mutt do his laugh
Preseason
going
game
in.
one.
Oh.
Figuring out we can watch this game tonight. Robert Saleh undefeated. It is football season.
That was the
We
kind of
can
thing where they
stop
just laugh at
focusing
things
on
that aren't even
baseball,
funny.
every
That's going to be a lot of the
single
show.
day. It's an exciting time, my friend. What's going on?
Well, I appreciate you saying that because that means I don't have to focus on Trey Turner every single
Laugh.
day, and that is a good thing.
Thank you.
I'm going to tell my bosses here in Philadelphia, Mutt told me I don't have to do it. All right, tell the world you're doing a lot of great stuff, including, and our guy here at the Odd Chopper channel, Ben Raza's ears and eyes are going to perk up.
This Odd Chopper
because
channel
we have a
is the biggest
fellow
fucking scam.
horse racer
This guy uses so many
in the
words
house, a
in every
sharp
sentence.
when it comes to that. What are you doing nowadays, brother?
Yeah, I did a lot of time in Boston radio and
Wait,
now
hold on, I'm sorry.
launched my
Hold
own
on.
Substack. Mutt.
He just said he built it up like you got something, but you are cooking. You are cooking up.
Sure.
Something. Why don't you tell us about it? I have no idea what it is, as a matter of fact. So.
It's Mutt Stack. I think.
I assume that's what it is.
Stack.com. People can find it there directly with the URL. We do kind of a weekly column every Friday talking about sports betting, Boston sports, sports media. But during the summer here at Saratoga, man, it's right up the road from Philadelphia, a couple hours drive. Guys like Dick Girardi know much about it there.
Ooh,
It's,
Dick
great
Girardi.
guys in the great city of Philadelphia. And Saratoga is the best track in the country, hardest track in the country to bet. So what I'm trying to do is bet it every day. Ideas, picks, long shots, trainer stats, trends. Mutstack.com, free as always. Workers are great people at Naira Bets to give new users a promo bonus.
Jesus
So all of it
Christ.
right there.
These are just two guys
Mutstack.com.
pitching.
Oh, just, yeah.
They're two guys talking near each other.
It's not even language. Like, what is that? Oh, my
Day
God.
during the meet, trying to figure out the horses in Saratoga, which is not probably gone as well as your Trey Turner bets the last couple of years.
Fair enough. But there's so much analysis. The's so much time.
I mean, this
that
does
goes
feel
into
like an
what you're doing.
infomercial. Like, conversationally.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, I don't know who the fuck is selling what, but it's an infomercial.
I don't agree. We're about to hear about the amount of time that Mutt puts into what he's doing.
It's just, God, that's what Mutt is doing?
If Eytan Shander doesn't grill him on the notes section, then I've lost all respect for him.
Mutt these notes. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm going to have to abandon it. If Eytan Shander calls him out about the notes,
Yeah, you gotta take a
I'm an
side.
Eytan Shander guy.
Holy shit. Oh, God. I don't know. I can't even stay mad at Mutt. It just makes me crazy.
Well, you are right in the sense that I was even like uncomfortable like coming in here for this because I don't want to shit on Mutt. I like Mutt.
No.
I have no ill will towards him, but it is, and I'm kind of like him in the way where like I don't want to get shit on or anything. Like I try to keep my head above water. So I empathize with him in a way, but it is like the one I would say difference between me and Mutt is like if I worked with this guy, I would call it out right away.
Yeah, I mean, Mutt has to be like, I'm not working with this fucking.
Or I'm just going to make it uncomfortable every week.
Forget the Barstools. Like, this guy just fucking sucks.
Right.
Like, but then you hear Mutt here in this show, and like when he's sitting there the other day just breaking ball, like he's a totally different human being with us than he is anywhere else. Anywhere else. On his old show, anywhere else.
And that's what I'm saying, where it's like Mutt, like more than any like traditional radio guy that I've heard, likes shitting on radio. Like that's uncommon of that type of guy. So I'm surprised you wouldn't look at Eytan Shander and be like, this guy's a douchebag.
Yeah. Maybe we'll do Justin. We'll take some calls.
Sure.
And honestly, if people think I'm wrong, please, I'd like to hear from you. I don't know. I just don't think I mean, I'm happy that Mutz has a job. I'm clear about that. I said to him yesterday, we were done with the conversation. You can ask him. I said, I'm happy for you. Like zero hard. Like I'm never mad at somebody if they don't want to work here. Like that's fine. It's working with this dick. Where I'm like, have some fucking balls for the first time in your life, but he doesn't. So it's like getting mad at, it's getting mad at a newborn for pissing on the floor.
Well, with Mutt, it seems like you're always both mad at him and not mad at him.
Yeah.
You know? Like
It's frustrating. I mean, he chose this guy over me, Dave, and Dan.
Shander.
Yeah, I mean, look, he wants to make money.
Yeah, you guys don't really, I mean, you were going to give him money for like the ice business, but that's not guaranteed money.
No.
You don't have a strategy, a market-based strategy.
Maybe he does, though, for ice.
Yeah.
Ice. Maybe he does.
It's market-based.
It's market-based.
What does that mean for gambling?
How many times, how long do you have to listen to that before he gives you the number and the money you have to pay every month?
Oh, you can't listen to that and get it. You have to call
That's what I'm saying.
phone number.
I'll always have to wait for that before he just gives me the number, and I pay my $30 a month.
Yeah.
$30 a month.
This is. I remember listening to the radio as a kid and thinking, like, I wish Scott Farrell just had a normal voice and no energy.
Yeah, right. Crazy. How you doing there, Justin?
Working on it.
Okay. Because maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. What do John Dales thinks of all this?
I think he'd give a level-headed perspective.
He had a good game.
Steady hand.
He had a
He
nice
did have a
game.
good game, yeah.
That was a good game, Justin.
It was good.
Okay, fine. Jesus. Hate the guy. He left quick, huh?
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
Left right after the show.
We taped an interview after with former Eagle Don Felder. It'll be up later.
And he didn't stay for that.
He didn't stay. But I mean,
That's unusual.
yeah.
Unless he had a flight to
He had a
catch.
flight, though.
Oh, okay.
Right, Justin?
Yes.
Like 4 o'clock.
Thank you for calling Collins Studios host and
You're welcome.
screener line.
Thank you for calling Collins Studios.
Number and press pound.
I want to see what this guy's doing in his real bets in real life.
Oh, he's doing great.
He'll be way up, I would think.
Yeah.
right?
Well, they don't even imagine if they could count baseball wins.
Yeah, why won't they count that? This doesn't seem right.
It doesn't count. But if you decided to, if you went rogue and counted them, you'd be way up.
Wait,
Through the roof.
hundreds of millions of dollars.
Collins.
It's very funny. One of the numbers Justin had was the radio station he used to work at.
And his grandmother.
Yeah.
Let me just tweet it out. I said we're good, but let me just tweet out the. That we're taking
Please,
calls.
thank you.
1-800-42-KIRK.
Yeah, let's make some money. Let's make some fucking money.
That's not close to what the number is, I don't think. But
I think that's right.
something like that.
I think. Eytan Shander.
814-277-5475.
Oh, good. People definitely remember that.
They can rewind.
That's true.
It's the beauty of the internet.
Taking calls.
It's also up on the YouTube screen.
Is it? Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's hear some of these YouTube chat tough guys call in, Mike. As Dale used to say. To the guy in the 207 who says, "Hey, Dale." Well, I got something to say to you.
Hey, Dale.
He loved that. Hey, Dale, Bronson Royal isn't the #1 starter. Well,
The best
are they loaded
was,
up, Justin?
They are.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The best was when Lou Merlone was texting me back. Yeah, I was like, they can do this? I was stunned.
Oh, those Dino ones. Holy shit.
857, you're up.
857, you're first up. Good morning.
Kirk, John Sears from the Takeout.
Oh,
How
wow.
are you doing?
John, how are you?
I'm good. You've done everything you can as a friend and as a human being to this Mike Manansky character.
See, that's sneakers.
So
Yeah.
you owe nothing to him. He owes everything to you.
Well,
I'm not even his friend, and I find it infuriating that he didn't have any money in a 529, or he's dipping into his 401k, and that he thinks driving from Chelmsford to Mohegan Sun for $300 is going to put food on the table for his family.
you have to remember, John, I know you weren't very close to Brandon, but your friend Steve Sanders was. Mutt's a gambling addict.
That's true. Duke.
Yep, that's right. Duke, played by Billy Vera, the great musician. You have to remember that Mutt is a derelict. So that must be factored in.
But unlike Brandon, senior year, he was on the honor roll. He's in the student newspaper. And he said to Brenda, he's like, I don't drink. I don't go out. He's like, I want a little, excitement in my life with these bets. Mutt drinks.
He does drink.
He's a gambling addict. And I won't say he's, but like you were laying it out yesterday, it was infuriating me. Let me go to Saratoga and bring my kids. Like, I would never do that, and I have kids.
He's a bad father. Nobody's doubting that. He's a bad father.
Are there kid things in Saratoga? I imagine you could bring the family there. No?
What?
I don't know.
I mean, there's also...
Thanks, John. What's up?
There's kid things in, casinos, too.
I should have asked Justin, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, right, exactly. There's kid things in Miami, Oklahoma, probably, but Mutt's not going there for the kids. They're being dragged along.
Well, it's good to have vacations that everyone can enjoy.
One of these kids one day will write a haunting memoir of his childhood with this guy. My father, my monster.
They saw the eclipse.
Yeah, he wanted to go.
You make memories somehow.
Yeah, they didn't want to go. He wanted to go. Somebody, he didn't want. It's their whole life is him. Just I asked this yesterday. Mike has no kids. Well, he's the kid at Bentley, but he isn't paying attention to him.
No.
He and Alba are single, no kids. They can go around, eat, go to Vermont. But Mutt has kids. You can eat if you
Very
want.
selfishly.
You're allowed a meal.
Thank you.
No, that's fine. But Mutt, has 2 kids and doesn't have a job for 2 years. And he goes, I'm not even saying, I just don't know how he does it. His wife's a teacher. We're not talking about a lot of money here.
That is tough.
I don't get it. I just don't get the
I will also
mathematics
say, just in this analogy, I do make money. I just want to throw that out.
No, but I'm saying,
earn a living.
Sure. Well, technically, sure.
I make more than I did here.
Well, that's true. Yes, because of me. But still, either way.
Didn't say it not because of anyone.
Right. Well, I take back what I said earlier. It's only because of me.
Thank you. Yes. That's
But you get my point though. Right. I don't know how that. I don't know. I'm not gonna speculate how much a teacher makes in Massachusetts, but it can't be that much.
I think it's more than you think.
It's not $300,000.
Not that.
Isn't it always said that it's not good money? Teachers
$80,000
teachers
maybe?
don't make enough.
I bet a tenured teacher in Massachusetts, public school teacher, makes 6 figures.
I don't.
Not
think so.
always.
I don't think so. Whatever. If it's $90,000, say, and you have 2 kids in 2024, that's not easy. I know that sounds crazy, but it's not.
Right.
He's out there gambling and boozing and doing coke. I mean, all kinds of stuff.
I don't know about that.
Neither do I. That's my point. Who knows? Heroin? I have no idea. Who's up next?
603, you're up.
603, the state of New Hampshire.
Kirk.
Yes.
The real victim here is Carter and Bennett. Their dad went from hanging out with guys making bets the value of Mutt's house to now he's going to be making pizza money bets.
Right.
It's just sad to see. I feel awful for the kids.
Yeah. Well, so do I. Before and after and during. Yeah, they've gone through enough in their life. I don't know what to say. I don't know. Again, Mutt has chosen Eytan Shander over Dave Portnoy. Eytan?
Eytan.
I think Eytan.
Eytan. Yeah.
Eytan. Shander over Dan Katz, over Kirk Minahan, over Barstool Sports. He's made his choice. I respect a man that makes his choice. As I said to him on the phone yesterday, totally get it. But you don't get everything. So you either cut the cord with this guy, or you don't. That's all. Good luck.
Or as Big Cat suggested, he throws a high noon can at this guy's head. And
Yeah. Right. Let's go. Let's get it started.
Yeah.
There is some Rico in Mutt. Not the crate.
In what way?
Sabotage. Self-sabotage.
Interesting.
Professionally. He's not nuts like Rico.
Right.
But he's, always hurting himself. He doesn't mean it. Mutt is underneath all, if you scrape through all of it, all the evil, there is good in there, Justin. Like Vader himself.
It's still good in him.
Yes, I can feel it.
Is there self-sabotage? Because
I must face Mike Manansky again. What's that?
Other than the last 2 years, I only knew Mutt as a guy who just worked at EEI forever. You know what I mean?
But we've done things like we did this with the gambling thing with Elio and Dave months ago. Right. When I tried to get Mutt a job. He's like, I don't want it. So.
Oh, I know that. I'm saying like in the entirety of you knowing him, has he always been like a self-sabotage?
Well, I'll give you an example.
Because that seems new.
I think he's afraid. Like, for example, when he got the show with Jerry when I was gone, he was afraid to be himself.
Sure.
He did what they told him to do. And I told him this while it was happening. I said, Mutt, you're going to do what they tell you to do, and the show's going to stink, and you're going to lose your job. And essentially he did. He got booted to nights.
Right.
Because he was afraid to try and be himself. But maybe there is no Mutt. Like, maybe there is no himself,
Right.
Maybe he's just, I think Mutt at his best was on the old show with me and on this show with me. Yep. He's a great sidekick.
Maybe that was at the core of the beef with him and Coleman. It was two guys who didn't know who they were.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. That was a funny Coleman tweet yesterday. Did you see that, Justin?
The Jim Tomey retweet?
No. He had the Mutt announcement video, and then he just had like a picture of like Mick just like staring straight ahead. It's actually pretty funny. All right, they load up?
They are. 405.
405. Okay, where is that? Where are you located?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Oh, okay. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yep. So I was just wondering, Kirk, there's been some online speculation that you've been such a baby lately because you're going through a divorce, or maybe you've been divorced. Is there any truth to that?
I don't believe so. I don't believe I'm divorced. No.
Oh, good. Okay.
Do you have a follow-up?
Glad to hear.
Do you have a follow-up to that one or no?
Well, I guess maybe why have you been such a big baby?
Well, that's what I mean. How do you mean? Like, how am I being like I said to you, like I said on the show today, like to Mutt, I said, like, hey, like, I'm happy you're doing this. I'm happy for you. But my thing now is I just don't want him to work with this guy. Is that really, I think that's pretty reasonable, no?
Well, you don't seem happy. You've been destroying the guy for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm upset.
Now.
I'm upset. He's my friend. I'm upset. I'm upset with him. Sure. Is that not normal? How would you handle this?
You are being a baby.
How would you, no, I don't think so. How would you handle it?
If my best friend got a job, I think I'd be happy.
No. I'm his best friend. He's not my best friend.
No, that's kind of sad, but yeah.
That's what he said. That's what he said. But you get my point. Like I said, he called me yesterday. Hold on. He called me yesterday. I said, hey, look, I'm happy for you. Like, like no big deal. Then I find out about this partner, which does piss me off. You're right about that. That pisses me off. Like, if you were Mutt, you've heard the show today, correct?
Yes, sir.
Would you do a show with this guy if you were him?
No, I agree Mutt's a loser, but I just...
That's what I'm saying. That's what frustrates me. If you think I'm being a baby, you're perfectly welcome to think that's not a big deal. I'm more frustrated. Maybe it comes across to you like being a baby. I'm just annoyed with him. He annoys me. Because we're friends. Don't you get annoyed with your friends?
Right. No, definitely. Yeah, I get where you're coming from.
Okay.
It's just hard to see a nice guy like Mutt get treated that way. But
treated what way? What way? Treated what way? What way? Being criticized?
You're sitting there calling him a... Yeah, well, yes.
He's a pussy. Yes, he's a pussy. Yeah, yes, he is a pussy.
You've turned this guy around.
Right, go away. See you later.
You've really turned this guy around.
Jesus Christ. Oh, Christ. To my knowledge, I'm not divorced.
No?
No.
Oh, thank God.
No.
774.
Probably will be, but not currently.
I like when they call, like, I'm going to get
I'd like to defend Lieutenant Kirk Caffey's honor.
Huh?
I said I'd like to defend Lieutenant Kirk Caffey's honor.
Okay, who's that?
Man who allegedly gave Mike false information. Going deep with Amani and Eytan ran from September of...
Oh, I did see this. Yes.
2012 to July of 2014.
Oh, so he got
July 20.
That's what springboarded Amani to you guys covering him.
12. Okay. So I missed that. Okay, I missed that era. All right. That name does sound. Now you say it does sound familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty big.
Huge. All right. Well, thank you, caller.
So Amani's work with Eytan Shander got him whatever that gig was.
Yes.
Preceding your show.
Correct. There you go. It's all coming
Something.
together. Yeah.
Was that the Warthog, Mike?
It did sound like him, yeah.
Loser.
Some old radio knowledge.
What a creep.
I mean, really.
It doesn't address who it is.
I know.
It did sound like him, yeah.
You're right. Now that you say it, that's right. Well, he had your back. Did he not have your back?
Not really.
Oh, no, he didn't.
He had
Lieutenant Kirk
Kirk's
Caffey's back. Right. Yeah.
Well, thank you,
It's
Wood.
probably one of his burners. Hello.
315.
Kirk, the leader of men, breaker of chains. I just want to hear if Mud apologizes, disavows this man. Will you take him back?
In a second, as Peter Minahan would say, the cocaine heartbeat. Easily.
Good.
Yes.
That's all I
You like
wanted to
that,
hear,
Justin?
Kirk.
I do like that.
You like that one,
I like
right?
a lot of Peterisms.
Yeah.
Peter Minahan had some great.
Yeah.
some
Ryan had
some
a
great
huge
gems.
blowout with him one time. This was in the middle of Ryan's craziness. And they had a big fight, and my dad was ready to call the police to come interfere.
Oh, you know how they deal with those people.
Yeah, and he had he was doing I'm pressing 9 right now.
Oh.
And Ryan's like, you'd really do that. You'd really do that. My dad said, in a cocaine heartbeat.
Oh, I would have loved to see a show of Peter and Ryan during that era.
Oh.
Would have been.
Peter Minahan would have a show on the network probably now if he was still alive, I think.
That'd be something.
Taking calls.
Sports
and
talk or
I think he'd do kind of whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. He always wanted to. He loved Imus.
he'd get mad at you eventually because you make him talk.
Yeah,
sports.
he'd turn on me. Oh, he'd turn on, yeah. He'd be on with Mut and Eytan.
978.
978.
Hey.
Hello, horse.
Go ahead. What's going on, horse? Mm-hmm. What do you think of the new Mutt show? Yeah.
Ah.
Uh-huh. Anything else?
Hey, horse. What does Justin vote on raising the age of consent?
I feel you.
I thought so.
Thank you, horse. You're welcome to join us anytime. The official horse of the Kirk Minahan show. Hopefully he stays healthy.
That was also the warthog, I think.
Am I? Hello.
Warthog's the only caller.
That'd be great.
413.
413.
Hey, Kirk. I know you were looking for this guy's number. I reached out to Justin, and it is in his DMs if you're still interested.
Perfect. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Got it.
Thanks, buddy.
It's his cell phone. I have a certain way to find him.
Good
There
for
it
you.
is.
I have a feeling.
What's that?
Give it a ring, I guess. What the hell?
This could go anywhere.
Yeah.
Justin about to give his phone number to. Want to call him, Justin?
Sure.
Let's give him a call.
Just this guy again. He had no payoff for the.
I have
Hey, guys.
multiple different numbers in the DMs. Hopefully this guy
That I
is
believe.
Brettster.
We're going to head to a meter in Andrew Marchand today.
Oh, man.
Hello.
Hello.
Who is this?
He hung up.
Didn't sound like him, I will say.
It didn't, but you never know.
It sounded like there was an accent involved.
Well, he could just put on a radio voice.
Try it again,
you know?
Justin. Eytan?
I think I'd say Eytan.
Eytan.
Hello.
You think so, Mike?
All right, no. Are you Eytan Shander?
No.
Who is this?
Are you sure?
Hello.
Hello.
What do you think about the new podcast?
I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Have a good day.
Thanks.
You got any gambling strategies?
I only got Tim, Justin.
I don't think so.
We got that guy, the grandmother, and the radio station so far.
Bubba's Trudell parody account sent me a number 2 we could try.
That's okay. We'll take some more calls. I don't think that's going to be the
Just call this episode Finding Eytan.
He's welcome to join us whenever he likes.
Nah. Every reply he had was the douchiest possible.
Terrible.
Nah.
Hello.
I have to log back in.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
You do?
I do.
Nah, forget it. I'm good.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm good. We got enough. Not a lot of Mutt supporters there.
No, small sample size.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Hey, look, maybe they'll blow us away on a week from Thursday.
Where you would have gotten more Mutt supporters is if you came in and was like, Mutt's an enemy now.
Well, no,
I think people thought, what's he supposed to do?
I was very clear about this. He's no. He needs to disavow this fucking guy. That's it.
Sure.
Or not, and you just don't come on the show. Like, that's not, I don't think that's that big a deal. I don't think I'm being hugely unreasonable. I'm not taking money away from the guy. Like, that's all. Made sure he's working with a guy who's an asshole who hates the company I work for. A company that's been super loyal to me in some not so great times. A boss who I really like. Why would, it doesn't make any sense to me.
And then at the end of football season in mid-November, you can come back in.
Right. I mean, that's a short, this is an exciting season. It's a sprint this year. Mid-November, 10 games and we're done.
Yeah. What is, I'm actually asking from I understand it's paid for, whatever, weekends and what. Why would it be that time range?
I have no answer for that.
College football, maybe?
No,
what is
mid-November is still the middle of the season.
I think hopefully maybe it would blow up and they can sell the second.
Yeah, I think they were like, hey, we'll
it's a test run.
Yeah, we'll give you 8 weeks. We're going to talk about everything. I'm going to guess that gets you through the World Series.
Yeah.
So then maybe that's it too. And then, okay, we'll see where we're at, middle of football season. I assume there's no cost to the show. These guys are doing it for not, so they'll bring it back through the end of the football season is my guess.
All right.
Probably.
That was the part I really didn't get. Is why would it end? If you're a fan of the show and you're like, I need next week's picks.
Devastated fans of the show.
Yeah.
Are never going to get over this. So yeah, I don't really know. But yeah, that is I will say that is a very strange thing. But yeah, Jesus. I don't know. So that's where we leave it, I suppose. We're back tomorrow. Mike's back tomorrow?
Yes, next 2 days.
You're back with
yeah.
Montante tomorrow?
Montante?
And Mayo on Wednesday.
Mayo on Thursday. I suspect this drama is just in the beginning. I don't know. I'll be curious how it seems like did Eytan get the memo and is now not talking much or no?
Well, he was still tweeting. He tweeted something last night late.
Yeah.
And said oh, thanks for engaging in this on this platform I don't even use or something like that.
Right. Yeah.
I got you. Yeah. I have a Twitter account and you responded to it.
I don't even really. I tweet all kinds of shit in there. Yeah.
Yeah. But then in the midst of that, he's retweeting Adam Schefter and shit. So I don't know. Which, by the way, I pointed out he was interacting with his gambling account, which has fewer followers than Pat Ford.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
He doesn't even stick to his own rules.
It's not right.
Thanks for the interaction. Barely used this account, and it's helped me a ton today. Would you like to guess how many times this account has tweeted?
40,000?
You'd be off by 100,000, 139,000.
Oh, my God. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
He barely uses it, though.
He's the guy's against it. Well, I mean, like I said, look, this is not, I don't hate Mutt. He drives me fucking crazy. I don't understand it. I understand, I know I'm going circles. I understand why he's doing it. I get at the time he wanted to do something. I told everyone it was going to be essentially. This is what it is. I just don't like he's working with this dick. That's all. And by the way, the people were like, hey, fuck you. He can work wherever he wants with. You're exactly right. And I have the right to be like, yeah, but he's not coming on this show until he fucking gets rid of this guy or at least confronts him. But he won't. He'll confront him maybe in his Mutt way, but probably not. They'll just talk about gambling because that's what Mutt cares about most, which is also okay.
Right.
It's just who he is. It's who he is. This show is a bridge for him to do something until he could do what he wanted to do.
That's weird because you would think what he wanted to do would be. Well, I guess he did say that's what he would want to do.
Totally. I think I'm the only one not surprised. I'm not surprised at all that this is what happened.
Yeah.
No, I'm surprised he's doing it with this kind of guy, but I also shouldn't be because, if you're going to do a show like that, who the fuck are you going to do it with?
Right.
There's not a lot of people that's why Barstool is successful with gambling. They do it differently. People try, people walk, people show their boobs when they're walking and making bets, but that's about it. It's just taking off.
Well, Mutt, while it would be like cool to see Mutt work at Barstool and everything, he's not the same type of personality as a lot of those guys.
I think Mutt, if he worked here and did 3 or 4 horse racing things a year with those guys would be great.
Yeah.
But not like, I see people are like, oh, like Dan was saying, Dave should hire him. What the fuck is Mutt going to do if he's not on this show at Barstool? Nothing.
Like not horse racing season 2?
Yeah, like what's he going to do? Host his own, like, you're not going to do anything.
Like in March.
Right, just in general. Like, what would he do?
Healthy debate.
Yeah, right. I mean, he wouldn't do anything. Like, he doesn't have a show. He doesn't have an audience of his own, so it wouldn't work. Like, that's not... The perfect thing would have been this and interact a little bit with those guys. Which I think, honestly, and then Dave offered him pretty much the same thing. He wanted to do it. I shouldn't say it. He wanted to do it, but he couldn't tell... He felt like he couldn't tell people why he couldn't do it.
He'll do it in 8 weeks.
He'll do it... No, but he's going to go back to that.
Yeah.
You know, because then it's too late. We're going to have our new... We're going to be done. Dave's going to have moved on.
Right.
So.
Oh, that's true. Fuck. He missed his window.
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, just tough timing for him. But, you know, again, like people, like I get why he took that job initially. I have no issue with that. Be very clear. My issue is that he's working with that guy. And like he used Dan and Dave a little bit, but look, that's life. I mean, he got promotion. So I don't know if Muttstack rolls on with this thing. I assume it does, right?
Oh, yeah.
It has to.
Yeah. Does?
Yeah, it's the only thing he ever talks about.
That's
It'd be
true.
Crazy if he was like, "Yeah, I won't give up my." That was the whole thing. He's like, "I can't give up Muttstack to join Barstool." It'd be crazy.
Oh, that's true.
If he was just like, "I'm giving up Muttstack."
But also, like
Eytan Shander's show.
Right? Yeah. No, that's true. That's true. All right. Anyway, blindmike.net, Blind Mike Project. Go subscribe.
Thank you.
Big Bill Cosby episode coming up, right?
That's true.
Out right now or no?
No, it'll be a week from tomorrow.
Week from tomorrow. Okay. Good. Yes. Justin, anything else from you? Oh, tonight we have a 6 o'clock tonight.
Yes.
Don Felder, founding member. Oh, no, I beg your pardon. He's not a founder. I have to be careful legally, Justin.
Yes.
Former member of the Eagles, co-writer of Hotel California. I'm a huge fan of the Eagles documentary. Everyone knows one of my favorite documentaries of all time. He's in it. He joined us. He's promoted. He's got a show in Lynn on Thursday night, the Lynn Auditorium. Tickets are still available. Go get them. He was good. He was super good sport. Phone connection was not perfect, but very nice guy.
He's on a bus.
He's on the tour bus. But I was just excited to talk to a fucking guy who was in the Eagles. So he was great. It shows Thursday. I'm going, right, Justin?
Yes.
Are you going?
If you need me there.
You don't want to go.
It's up to you.
That sounds like you don't want to go. If you don't want to go, don't go.
Okay. There's 2 tickets waiting for you.
Okay. I thought we'd have a fun night together.
Okay. I'll go.
Oh, shit. Bluff called. We'll see. All right. So we're back tomorrow with Montante. He's been here in a while, has he?
It's been like a month.
The organizer. Like the chairman of Augusta National himself.
Yeah.
A golf giant, Mike Montante.
I have people DMing me like, "Hey, I want to get in on this golf tournament," and I was like,
"Too bad.
You heard on the show, you got to DM."
Yeah, Justin can't do anything.
Yeah, good luck.
DM Montante, and everyone's like, his DMs are closed.
Well, that's how he does it. You got to really earn it.
So you have to. He has to follow you.
Yes.
That can't be true.
What's wrong with that? You got to earn it. It's not for everybody. This is a very select tournament.
This is vertical integration. Montante wants enough followers to correspond with Eytan Shander.
That's a battle.
He's making people follow him to DM him.
No, he has to follow you.
Oh, what a terrible...
Well, no, he's keeping the riffraff out. It's a golf thing. The Masters is an invitational.
Okay.
You've got to earn your spot at Augusta.
Yeah.
You got to earn your spot at the, not Kirk Minahan show tournament anymore. It is the Mike Montante and Friends tournament.
You do not want your name on this thing.
No, I didn't know.
Anywhere near this.
I haven't been asked to play in it yet. I got to reach out to him. Does he follow me? I hope he does.
You have been followed by Mike Montante.
That's what I mean. You get touched by a god. You get to play golf with Mike Montante and Nipples and
Nipples' 5 friends. And
Kirk's hoodie and all the stars. So I don't know. But he's doing that. Well, I guess we'll figure out tomorrow, right?
Yes, he did offer. He said he offered to give up his spot for Mutt.
Mm-hmm.
Give up his... I see.
Well, I mean, Mutt, we've made the rules clear here for Mutt, right?
Sounds it.
Yeah, I mean, again, he's a grown man. He can do whatever he wants. I'm just saying those are the rules. That's all. You know, we love Mutt here. We wish him well. But, you know, he drives me crazy like nobody else does, like a little brother does. He's my little brother. He knows that, and he makes me fucking mental. And I'm sorry that some people are frustrated with that, but that's just the way it's going to be. You know, I don't know. So we're back tomorrow at 9:30?
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us for this. Again, I'm not looking for a pat in the back. This show's a freebie, Justin. You know?
Well, it's not like we're getting another freebie tonight.
I know, exactly. An 18-minute interview from a guy that, I mean, come on. Does this ever end, Mike?
It doesn't.
We'll call this a 5-episode week.
That wouldn't be a lie.
That wouldn't be a lie. As you said, Mike, I'm sorry.
It never ends.
That's true. Boy, you had to get that one in. It's your trademark. You get that in once an episode.
I'm selling BlindMike.net. I'm selling T-shirts.
Yeah, go for it. Knock yourself out. Why not? Eytan Shander is welcome to join the show. The phones are open to him anytime he wants. Or his mom.
I think his mom would be a better. She
I
seemed
think
like
so.
a more genuine interview.
When she says she's a doctor, though, given the family history, do you think she's like an Alex Guerrero doctor or a doctor?
Yeah, Dr. Betts.
Doctor what?
The gambling doctor.
Yeah, right. The guy's it's market based.
And subscribe more parlays.
Yeah.
The guy never misses.
I like talking to Pedro, quite honestly, about Eytan Shander.
Who's that?
The gentleman that answered the phone.
I don't know why you would call him that.
That's what he said his name was.
Oh, okay. I thought you were being. Did you know that was his name?
I did not know it was Pedro.
I was like,
I'm
wow,
pretty sure he
edgy.
said Pedro or Pablo or something.
What does that mean?
He said one of those names.
What was like Pedro Pablo or something?
One of those names.
You
One
know
of those.
what I'm saying.
I don't know what that means.
Like we're trying to keep him out of this country, but they
Damn
keep
right.
sneaking in here.
This guy's worried about
Yeah.
November. Jesus Christ. Although Shanders is a big, I would think he's a big Kamala guy.
Oh,
Has to be.
Yeah. I mean,
you were just take on rioting versus looting.
that's true. I mean, Coleman should be producing that show
Oh, that'd be
for
great.
Mohegan.
That'd be nice.
That
then
would
you'd,
be great.
Then you'd get some real
Oh.
get rap battles on there.
That's true. Although Coleman's a Republican now, right?
Yeah.
Well, he's not working now.
Well,
so
he
he's a
said
Democrat again?
he said he was open to switching. We didn't really get to see too much of the Kamala era with Coleman.
That is
Her
true.
new Kamala,
Yeah, by the
yeah.
time.
'Cause he did say that he would be open to switching if Biden dropped out and it was Kamala.
That is true. But I think he said he was going to do that, right, in his last show?
I think so. Who knows?
We'll see. All right. And there will be, I think, a producer announcement. Mike, you'll be here with Andy Mayo.
Very exciting. Wonder if that's a
Who
coincidence.
may be the choice.
Yeah.
I can promise you Andy Mayo is not the choice.
Oh.
I'm not making a lot of,
All right.
Andy Mayo is not the choice. But Thursday morning at 9:30, we will, it has already been a crazy week, Justin.
Yeah.
Gets crazier.
Is it ever not crazy around here, guys? Am I right?
Then the Dales era begins.
Yes. Yeah. It could. It very well might. If I'm telling you, one thing doesn't happen today, a conversation I'm going to have, which is very possible that it might not happen. I know I'm being vague, but I have to be. Then right now, JD is the favorite for the job.
Okay.
Yeah.
If that doesn't happen, will we know what it is, or will you still not be able to say it?
When I make the announcement, you mean? Or or tomorrow?
If the thing
say.
doesn't happen on Thursday,
I'll say tomorrow. I'll let you know tomorrow. Well,
Gotcha.
no. Well, what do you think? I should probably keep that quiet, right? Or no? For
I
drama.
don't know what it is, so yeah. Yeah, I guess keep it quiet.
Or just the. Is John Dales willing to leave? I think I said this to you at the end of the Felder brief episode we did. I'll ask Mike, is John Dales willing to leave his child bride to be?
Yes.
Her family, his career there. He's in charge of that department. He has somebody under him.
Dales understands.
What surprised me about Dales was he's a fan of the show.
Yes.
Not a fan of Barstool. He is a fan. But I'm saying, like, he's a fan of the show. That surprised me.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that. Did you?
I didn't.
I expected the kid who's like a Barstool guy who kind of knows who I am.
I guess so, but he seemed very since
very.
2019.
Oh, very.
Oh, he's definitely a Minifan.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. He's into it, which was a good thing.
Yeah.
Do you think he'll come out of his shell if he's here?
Of course.
There's darkness there.
Sure.
When you're that normal, there is darkness.
Absolutely.
It is funny. He looks like healthy Mick. Like there's like Mick if everything went right.
Maybe it is. Maybe Mick got his
I
stuff
hope
together.
so. Yeah, I hope
applied as
so.
John Dales.
That'd be great. That'd be
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
But no, I'd say John Dales right now is in the number 2 spot.
Okay, good.
Yeah. There's 2 people literally who have a chance.
Oh, no. Philly Drew.
That's true.
Tomorrow.
The plumber.
The plumber.
Stay tuned, folks.
The plumber will be here. So it's Mike, Montante, and a plumber tomorrow.
Yes.
Well, some call him Montante. Some call him Lamont. Everyone calls him Mike. Is that how
You may know him as Tante.
What you don't know is how to get into his DMs.
Ridiculous.
He hosts Montante's World. He's just what are the odds this guy wants to have a show on the network, Shanders, when we're all said and done?
Like 10%.
Yeah, I would say I could see that.
I don't know. If you think Mutt's too cool for the network.
What's doing a show with
I got news-
with
I got news
a poor man Nick Cattles is what he's doing. That's what there are like 5 million guys like that in the world.
Who's Nick Cattles? Is that the guy
It's a
that
guy
argued with you a few months ago?
Yeah, he's like that. Just like so. I don't know. Anyway, we're back tomorrow with Montante And Joe the Plumber, is that his name?
Philly Drew.
Philly Drew the
Joe the
Plumber. Who's Joe the Plumber?
I believe it was
John
like
McCain's guy.
That was a McCain guy.
Yeah.
That's funny because where was I? So when I was driving back from the Coves, I was in one of those used bookstores. The best thing about the used bookstores are like, some of those books that are resale are like people of the time that like get like one book deal.
Yeah.
And Joe the Plumber was one of those guys. He had a book. I was like, this is fucking, he's like pointing at the I'm like, this is like, what a great time in the world where Joe the Plumber got a book deal.
I love that.
It's a very funny book to read now.
Yeah, it's like Ken Bone. Remember him from the
Oh yeah,
the debate?
Yes.
Ken Bone should have been like a Barstool guy.
Well, wasn't he on?
We must have been a part of my take, right?
I'm pretty sure he was. Yeah, or something like that.
One of Dan's best points ever is that Jared Fogle would have definitely been a part of my take guy.
And if I remember correctly, the exposing of Ken Bone was that people found out like he jerked off to pregnancy porn or something.
Oh, is that right?
And people were like, that was like his takedown.
Yeah, like
But
a
I was like,
pregnant fetish or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was like,
so
who gives a
what?
shit? Yeah.
It's a full, beautiful woman.
Yeah.
That Dino liked.
Sure.
Yeah. Lactating and such.
I did just
crowning. What's up?
I did just get a text. I know Mutt is banned from this show.
Mhm.
One of your co-hosts for Thursday is requesting Mutt to be on the unnamed show.
Oh, I told you that's fine. He's gonna be on. Was that Ryan Whitney?
No, that's Dave.
Yeah, I figured that would be the case.
Dave
He's texting
texts
you.
Justin?
No, Austin texted me.
Oh.
Oh, okay. No, Dave calls Justin.
Okay.
Dave and Justin are going to the Felder
We
concert on
FaceTime.
Thursday. Yeah.
I like that.
I'm gonna have to drag Justin's concert out because he doesn't want to go.
I'll go.
We have to sit next to him?
Yeah.
No, I'm sure we could find other.
You guys dance together?
Dinner before. We can have a nice night. Yeah, it could be a nice celebration with our new producer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell that is, but yeah. John Dales. Poor guy's flying Spirit back and forth. He's like, yeah, it wasn't bad. I'm like, it wasn't bad.
Now, what John Dale? Let's say John Dales gets the gig.
Mm-hmm.
He has to give 2-week notice, right?
Oh, totally. Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So that's.
I think
all.
that's fair, don't you? Whatever he
sure,
needs to do,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It's a giant loss to the Pittsburgh community.
Yes.
I would think.
The real Pittsburgh.
That woman sounded like she had like mentally disabled, the woman who was doing the show with him that night.
It was
Did
a
you hear her?
Midwestern accent.
No. What? Did you hear that? Actually,
She lisped a little bit, but
but she moved up, he said.
yeah.
You have it, Justin?
Yeah, let me grab it.
I was hoping the show would be like 45 minutes tonight.
That's what happens when the Dales energy takes over. You start talking Dales, there's no.
That's true. People think that number was that J guy, by the way.
No, because he would have had some hard-hitting question for you.
The Pablo guy. They're saying he did like an accent or something.
Oh, why? Why
Faces
would
on
he just say it was
KOM
him?
this summer.
Who the fuck knows? Who the fuck knows?
We have some new faces on KOM this summer. You've seen our new sports director, John Dells, on air since the beginning of June.
I mean, this sounds. I'm
KOM
just saying.
South-
Is that like professional?
That's an accent of some kind. She's not. She's sound of mind.
Okay.
She's
You say
lucid.
so. All right. Okay. All right, Justin. Anything else from you?
Nope.
Interview at 6 tonight.
Yep.
Excellent. BlindMike.net. Blind Mike Project. Go subscribe right now.
Thank you.
On a Tuesday.
It is a Tuesday, yes.
Yes. When's that? When are we doing that?
We'll record when I get out of here.
Okay, good. Good. Where are we at in the series?
Season 7, episode
My God.
16. I
My
think?
God.
Yeah.
8 seasons or 7?
8. We're getting
Jesus Christ.
We're getting
How many episodes? The last season, a short season or a full season?
I think it's a full season. Quincy numbers are odd. They're not always. They're usually around 20, but not always. quite
Sometimes
there.
they go, yeah. I just saw one the other day. It's on one of these like Me TVs or something, where Quincy, he was on trial for something.
No spoilers.
No, he was on trial for something though.
Okay.
It was
Well,
middle
that-
seasons.
Well, that happens a lot. Are you talking about a coroner's inquest?
No. I forget what it was. Shit, I'll look it up.
There's 24 episodes in the last season.
There is 24
Oh
episodes.
wow,
in
they
last
really
season.
stretch this out.
Wow.
Only 4 in the first.
Was there ever a
4? They were all hour and a half though.
like a lot of these, like whether it's Matlock or a Murder She Wrote or the Waltons, would sometimes have like once the series was done, a couple of years later, have like a TV movie.
So
Did they ever do that?
So there's a finale type episode,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's an episode that, from what I haven't seen it yet, from what I've heard, is supposed to be like a Quincy spinoff.
Oh, really? Oh, didn't take off, huh?
And like that was supposed to be like the pilot for the next
one,
and it just didn't.
Backdoor pilot, they call that, Mike.
Yeah.
Quincy, let me see.
Which I think that was an episode of The Office. They uses what was going to be a backdoor pilot.
Oh, is that right? Which one?
Schrute Farms episode.
Oh, yeah, that definitely was. That definitely was.
Yeah.
They would try it. The Brady Bunch did that once where there was literally another family that adopted like 3 kids. You know, like friends of them who we never saw before or after.
Oh.
And we spent time with them. They would do like, like Three's Company ended like that. It was last 2 episodes were like a backdoor pilot for Three's a Crowd.
Yes, it says a lot of the characters' last episode is the second to last episode.
On Quincy?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Lieutenant Frank?
Frank Monahan? Yes. Yeah.
Jeez.
Sam Aston?
Sam was great.
Sure.
Episodes aired from 76 to 83. That's a hell of a run.
Yeah.
Trying to see here if we have the. See, what season did you say you're on?
Season 7, episode 16, I believe, is today's.
Season 7.
Could be wrong.
Episode 16 is The Shadow of Death.
Oh, no, that was last week's. I'm sorry. So we're 7.
The Flight of the Nightingale.
Yeah.
March 3rd, 1982.
Yep.
Wow. You got a long way to go.
A little bit.
Season 8. There you go. All right. Season 8, by the way, the opening theme is again rearranged to sound more electronic, it says on Wikipedia.
Oh, I don't like that. They always mess with the intro, and I don't.
Is that true? They do a lot of that?
I shouldn't say always. They've done it 2 or 3 times in the course of 7 seasons.
Did you gonna like the show?
Or
was it death? Is sort of a
no. I enjoy. I'm surprised how much I've enjoyed the episode. I'm not like, oh, it's a great show, but I enjoy watching it.
Quite an eye for the ladies too.
Oh boy, did it
ever? Jesus.
Yeah.
God, Jack
Sometimes to the law's detriment.
Well, it was a different time.
Yeah.
All right, Justin, anything else from you?
No.
All right, boys. Mike, thanks for coming in. Justin, we'll see you tomorrow with Montante and Mike and who?
Phil the plumber.
Phil the plumber.
Billy Drew. No, not his
Drew
name's
the
not
Drew the plumber.
His name's not Phil.
He's not Phil the plumber. Drew the plumber. Oh, he's from
He's from Philadelphia.
Gotcha. Okay, there you go. All right, we'll talk to you tomorrow. Goodbye.